Okay, and welcome to the Muscle and Metabolism Makeover. So most of my clients come to me frustrated. They feel like they've tried everything from starving themselves, hours of cardio in the gym, keto, paleo, but they can't shift that body fat, they can't build lean muscle, and they feel fatigued or have pain during or after exercise. The goals are usually similar, so we all want to optimize body composition, have more energy, be pain-free, and just feel good after exercise. So we really have been led to believe that being healthy and optimizing our body composition is difficult. The message that we get time and time again from the health and fitness industry is that being healthy means restriction. It's lists of things that we can't have, missing out on socializing and nights out and following rules. That we have to follow a very strict diet full of tasteless foods and spend lots of time hungry and fasting. Doing this is difficult, but it is not health, and you do not have to do this. There is so much conflicting information available that it can be confusing to know where to start. And what I want to do is just make it easy for you and show you how to make over your muscle and metabolism and find a way to make your health and fitness goals fit in your life that allows you to make sustainable changes to your health. Okay, so when it comes to sort of health, fitness and weight loss, the biggest mistakes that I see people make when they're trying to reach their goals, it's one, following a very low calorie diet, two, not eating enough protein to support muscle growth, and three, either not exercising enough or focusing on the wrong exercise, so doing hours and hours of endless grey zone cardio. First up, I just want to go briefly through skeletal muscle and give you a bit of an overview about that. So skeletal muscle is actually the largest organ in our body. It makes up to 40% of your total muscle mass. Skeletal muscle, that is the muscle that attaches to bone and that you have voluntary control over. So the muscle that you can move and gets you from A to B. What we want to dig into here is that skeletal muscle is actually the powerhouse of the human body. Not only is it critical in maintaining our mobility, strength and balance, it's got several other really important roles. So it helps to generate energy for the body by regulating your glucose metabolism. It is responsible for soaking up 70 to 90% of the glucose out of your bloodstream after you eat, which means it's really important in the prevention and even the reversal of type 2 diabetes and gestational diabetes. It also directly interfaces with our immune system. So our active or exercise skeletal muscle will release anti-inflammatory mediators that help to balance chronic inflammation and help to prevent chronic disease in the long term. So as you can see, skeletal muscle has a range of benefits, and improving your skeletal muscle health will not only help to improve your body composition, but it will give you more energy, less pain, better metabolic health. And if you are someone with type 2 diabetes, it can start to reverse this. It can improve your brain and cognitive function, give you a stronger immune system, and fewer injuries, fewer falls, and less frailty as you age. This is why we need to prioritize our skeletal muscle health. Okay, so back to these common mistakes then. So the first one, it's not eating enough calories in general. So most people that I work with have failed on their previous health plans. They've tried lots of different things and they really just can't explain what's been going on. When we dig into it, we often find that when they start a new health plan, they go into this absolutely huge calorie deficit. I have seen people start anywhere between 900 and 1400 calories per day. That is insane. Okay, so your basal metabolic rate, this is the number of calories that you need to maintain basic physiological functions, is somewhere between 1300 and 1400 calories per day. So that's for things like keeping you breathing, to keep your heart beating, to keep you warm, to make your hormones and keep your immune system functioning. And you require that many calories, even if you were to sit on the sofa and do absolutely nothing. If you drop your intake below this, you cannot maintain health. You're going to A, regain any weight that you've lost, plus possibly more, and B, you're putting both your physical and mental health at risk. Very low calorie diets do not work for this reason. As a safety measure, your body will slow down your metabolism if you consistently eat below this threshold. So it's trying to conserve energy. This is going to make it much more difficult to lose weight and belly fat. What you need to do is fuel your body appropriately. That means 3 meals a day plus 1 to 2 snacks. Make sure that you're fueling in and around your training sessions. Training fasted is going to worsen this sort of situation, putting you at even greater risk of these health issues. Mistake number 2 then is not eating enough protein to support muscle growth. Protein is the key nutrient that we need to support healthy muscle. We need protein for longevity, a balanced metabolism, and an improved quality of life. In my experience, most people are not getting enough protein, and they have no idea how much they are not getting until they actually sit down and track this. We need protein because it contains amino acids. Amino acids are essential for protein synthesis and to create new biomolecules and metabolic signals. The guidelines do state a recommended daily amount of around 0.8 grams per kilogram per day, but this is the minimum amount that you need to prevent deficiencies in a sedentary population. To put this into more understandable terms, the recommended daily allowance for vitamin C is somewhere between 70 to 90 milligrams per day. This is the amount that you need to prevent scurvy, okay? It does not mean that this is what you need for optimal health. So if you really are serious about optimizing your muscle and overall health, we need to aim much higher than this. So somewhere between 1.2 to 1.6 grams per kilogram of ideal body weight per day. That works out somewhere between 30 to 50 grams with each meal. And I would make sure that you spread this evenly throughout the day to make sure your body has a constant supply of the nutrients and building blocks that it needs to grow. So what does 30 grams of protein look like? So I've got this infographic here just to give you a rough idea. It's a breast of salmon, a breast of chicken, a fillet steak, tin of tuna, turkey breast. Eggs are a great source of protein, but there's only 6 grams of protein in an egg, which means you would need 5 eggs for that 30 grams. And then protein powders, don't be afraid of these. They're an excellent way just to make sure that you're getting the amount that you need over the course of the day. Mistake number 3 then is either not exercising enough or only doing this sort of grey zone cardio. Firstly, let's change our mindset about exercise. Exercise is not a punishment for eating, and it shouldn't be seen as a method to burn off all of the calories that we have eaten. Research shows that only 20% of women do any strength training, and ladies, we are doing ourselves an absolutely massive disservice for our long-term health by missing out on this. From the age of 30, our muscles start to atrophy. So we lose between 3 to 5% of our muscle mass every decade after the age of 30. So you're actively losing muscle, which is often replaced by fat. As you get older, it gets harder to grow new muscle as well. This loss of muscle mass is going to put you at risk of a host of chronic conditions. So increasing pain, frailty, and declining mobility as you age, but also other conditions like osteoporosis or thin bones and type 2 diabetes. Strength training, in addition to helping prevent those other conditions, it actually increases the movement of glucose into the skeletal muscle, okay? So the more glucose transporters you have in the muscle tissue, the better you are able to regulate that blood sugar, which really helps with that prevention and reversal of type 2 diabetes. And as I said, it does get harder to grow new muscle as you age, but it is not impossible. You just have to give your muscle the right stimulus. And this means lifting weights, preferably heavy, but it's all relative. So don't compare your heavy to someone else's, and do this at least twice a week. If you do this, plus fuel it with the building blocks that it needs to grow, it is absolutely possible to grow new muscle, improve your body composition, and get all these other benefits that we've been talking about. Hours and hours of low intensity or cardio exercise are not necessary and can be harmful, particularly if you combine that with a low calorie diet. It's actually very stressful for your body. So increased stress increases cortisol, which activates your sympathetic nervous system, or that fight or flight response. If this is active, it makes it difficult to sleep and relax. It will upset your hormone balance, so your thyroid function, menstrual cycle disruption. It will also, importantly here, slow your metabolism. So your body is actively trying to conserve energy and fat, which makes it much, much more difficult to lose weight. Okay, so we really have been conditioned to believe that being on a diet all the time is normal, and that leaves us stuck in this cycle of making the same mistakes over and over again. What I want to do is challenge you to try something new. Health is not restriction and taking away. Health is adding and adding things to your life. So adding nutrient-dense foods that are going to give you energy that lasts all day. Adding high-quality protein to improve your muscle health and your body composition. And adding regular exercise to build resilience, both physical and mental, to improve your strength, maintain your independence, and keep you pain-free as you age. So if you are tired of being stuck in this loop and tired of endless anxiety over what to eat and when to eat, let's make this your last new start. What I want you to do now is just take 10 minutes and sit down and have a think about what your current intake is. So your total calories per day and how much protein you're getting. Assess your current training, so that's steps, cardio and strength training. And using the information that I've given you, I want you to write down 3 steps that you feel you can take to improve your health. So choose 3 things that you think will work for you. For example, I am going to add more protein to my breakfast, or I am going to make sure that I have a snack before and after my workout. Or even I'm going to track my calories for 3 days to see where I am able to make those improvements and make the biggest changes. Okay. So if you need more information or help to plan your journey to optimal health, then don't be afraid to get in touch. So my email address is in the show notes here. Or if you're keen to make some more progress, please feel free to book in for that free 30-minute roadmap to wellness call, and I'll put the link to that into those show notes as well. Okay, enjoy the rest of your day.